Hello guys, just going to do a quick audio check before we get the stream started today. Lovely. So there we go, just audio's all good. So today we are flying throughout Hawaii, 3 legs today, legs 9, 10 and 11, going from Honolulu to Makapu, Makapu to Molokai, and then Molokai to another airport called Molokai according to Fly UK, although according to Google Maps it is called Kalupapa Airport. So it's obviously in the city of Molokai, which is why Fly UK thinks it's called that. So they're not actually the same airport, obviously. So we've got, it's a 15 nautical mile hop, a 40 mile hop, and then a 10 mile hop for us today. So I believe this is the first VFR stream with us having the new textures on the ground. Obviously the pack I bought last week, I've been enjoying it. It's very good. So let's just go ahead and get ourselves all on here. So yeah, everything's all set up. Oh, there you go. So unfortunately, I did wonder whether this would be a problem. The call sign that I have set is quite long, and I wasn't sure whether it's going to work. Let's wait and see. There. I've extended it slightly. There we go. So that's now back in there. And then we also want, I think the network has also now moved across a little bit because of what I've just done there. So we'll go ahead and move it. There. Okay, I think we're all good. I think the G was slightly cropped out there. That's better. Actually, I'll move it down a little bit. There. That's pretty good. So I'll go ahead and move that back where it goes. Right, little bit of overlay fiddling. All done now. So yeah, we're here today in Honolulu. We'll just go ahead and I'm pretty sure everything's already in the air, 50% on the fuel. We're all ready to go. So starting about 5 minutes early today, I'll go ahead and start the Flying Club flight on here. I'll get my GPS set up on my other monitor and then we can get on with today's flight. Well, 3 flights actually. I do love doing this. Right, power up the aircraft. And everything's coming online now on my GPS. Right, flight plan terrain. And one thing I have missed, that's a bit stupid of me, active sky. There we go. Let's get active sky turned on. That's one thing I did miss out there. That's now going to start up, and there you go, FSX has gone off the screen a little bit there. Cool. That sound of active sky starting is actually really good. Right, there we go. Flight plan, and we should have it. I have filed it in FSX, but obviously it hasn't popped up on here for some reason. Don't know why. Just move the map across. Obviously, we were flying in Canada last week. Has it not picked up my... Okay, it hasn't picked up my flight, so we'll have to file it again. Okay. There. It's been filed again now. So, in terms of, right, where... I forgot where Hawaii was for a minute then. There we are. On the map. So, apparently it's a bit cloudy, but nothing massive today. So, I'm not going to bother looking at active sky, really. Just set the QNH so it's accurate. There we go. And we'll tune Honolulu ground. And let's get ourselves underway here today. I'll just make sure the ATC menu is in the right place. I like to get it so it's like at the very, like just below the overlay. There we go, that's pretty good. So, and then I like to extend it down to where the engines are. and that seems to be like the best place to have it. So anyway, let's get started. It does feel like I've been a bit delayed today starting. I know we were early, and then I've been sort of like faffing around a bit. So no terrain today by the looks of it. It's actually only 12 miles, even though FlyUK's website says 15. Teeny bit of terrain, but not much, so I suspect that 5,000 should be okay for us today. Go ahead and get that plugged in there. And yeah, let's go ahead and we'll just request straight out. And then, yeah, so set flaps 1 ready for takeoff, get my clock up on my yoke to be using later. Runway 4 right we've been given. There's some GA round here. I just spawned in at a random GA gate, so whatever. So let's turn on progressive taxi, acknowledge that, and then start pushing this thing back today. So heading down that way, and the runway's just there. So it seems like we picked a pretty good parking spot actually. 4 right is the correct side for us. Cool. Let's get underway then. I hope everyone will enjoy the stream. And yeah, so pretty good. Let's just get ourselves pushed back here today. So there we go. Power up, and then let's get on our way to the first island of the day, which is Makapu. Not island, airport. So just taxiing along here. We'll tune tab quite soon actually, because it's a very short taxi, this. Very short taxi. I think 50% fuel should be easily good for the 3 legs we're doing today. So this stream might end up being slightly longer than the sort of 50 minutes to an hour it usually takes, because we are doing 3 legs, but one of them is 40 miles long. But the other 2 are very short, so I'm hoping that will sort of make up for it. I mean, this one was meant to be 15 miles, it turned out to be 12. The next one is 37. I said 40 just to round it, so it's 37. The next one, and then after that it's meant to be 10. So we'll see how accurate those are. But obviously we've already saved ourselves 3 miles based on initial estimates. Well, what I was told. Right, come on to tower here and we'll request take off clearance. See what we get off them. Clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4. Right caution to Boeing, taking off, runway 4. Left straight out departure approved.
So apparently got somebody on 4 left making their way out of here. I'm guessing it's probably a Hawaiian 717. If we look across, yes it is, it's just there. TFDI do a 717, but there's no like real routes that fly it, so I didn't really feel like it. Right, turn on our clock. In terms of planes I'm looking at things like the Quality Wing 787 as the next plane I get. Unfortunately, one thing with the Quality Wing 787, despite it being, it looks pretty good, it's about £75, which in my opinion is a bit of a rip-off, really. It's, I mean, like even the PMDG 777 is cheaper by about £5. It is quite funny. And PMDG tend to make, some of the most expensive planes, because their planes are one of the best quality. Right, gear up, flaps up. It looks like we're pretty much straight ahead to this airport, so we'll just do a slight right bank. I absolutely love this scenery. The scenery you get on here is lovely. It rounds Hawaii, and it's been improved by the taxiway scenery I bought. We're making our way up here now. Let's get autopilot in for the altitude. And while this thing handles the altitude, I'll handle the actual plane. So, check out on our live stream. It's all going good so far today. So, I hope you guys are enjoying. Anyone that just happens to tune in. Right, frequency change approved. We're going to go straight over to our next airport, which is Bellows, number 3, XBEL. And then they've got traffic. So select runway for landing. We're going to go ahead and use... Oh. What? Is this runway? Is this airport not got any runways? What's going on? What? Okay. A bit of an odd one. I'm clicking on previous page of runways. Nothing's actually coming up. Has this airport got any runways? If I click on it here within... Oh wow, it's not recognised by GSX. Wait, what? Has this airport got a runway? It's not appearing in this list either. Okay, let's wait and see then when we land there, I guess. We'll just tune to that frequency for now. That's odd. I'm wondering what's going on now. What do we do? Right, 4,000 I think should be good enough for us. Press B to reset the squawk. No, not the squawk, the altimeter. What's it currently set to? I have no clue. But pressing B resets it to the correct one. There you go, 299.6 currently. I think 3,000 should be enough for us. The wind at the moment, as the wind, oh, a little bit of turbulence there. Not too many clouds this morning. We've got, 030 at 4 knots where we are currently. Yeah, lovely, not too much wind, nothing really to worry about in terms of clouds or anything. So, right, is that our airport? I think that's our airport there. So it has got runways then, they're just not showing up on ATC for some reason, okay. But I'm pretty sure this is our runway. It's actually got, no, this is our airport. It's got lots of runways actually. Why has it got so many? If I look at procedures, it hasn't got any procedures, but I'm pretty sure it's got runways. I mean, look at that. It's clearly got runways. In fact, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 runways. It's got more than Heathrow. Right, gears going down. Flaps full. Well, that was a short flight, so that's why we're doing 3 today, really, because it's got 2 short flights sandwiched by a medium length. So you may as well just do the 3 rather than doing 2, otherwise it would be too short a stream. Right, we're coming in now. I believe this is our airport. I'm really confused. This must be a bug or something. Like, the game honestly doesn't seem to recognise that this airport has runways. Or a bit high, actually. Luckily, we are going really slowly, thanks to the flaps and the gear and the fact that we're going idle throttle as well. Slight sound bug there. Right, we're approaching the airport. And here we are, guys. Yeah, the airport that doesn't have any runways, apparently. And let's try and get a good landing going here. Got some long runways, so we can... -175, right. That's odd. The runways haven't got any letters, that's what it is. They literally haven't got anything like 5-minute flight time. That's really weird. Right, let's vacate here then. We'll just park up in the grass somewhere. That's weird. That is so weird. Look, the airport's runways aren't actually labelled. That's probably what it is. That's so weird. I've never ever had an airport like that before. Okay, we'll park up just on the side here. Doesn't appear that there's any stands anywhere around here. No. Nope. So I'll go ahead and stop recording on there. Oh, I forgot. I need to turn off the engines before I can fire the plan. No, before I can finish a flight on Skytrack. So we'll go ahead and get that in. Oh, I forgot. One problem... Oh, never mind. That's just me being silly. I was looking at the wrong part of the overlay. Right. And it's yeah, it's recognised it. Fine. That's so weird. Right. Right, where is it? Because for some reason it hasn't recognised Hawaii leg 9. Yes. For whatever reason it didn't recognise. For some reason it got the wrong code for Honolulu Airport was the problem. It gave the short code rather than the 4-letter code. Here we are down in, well, what's it called? Mokapu. X-ray Bravo Echo Lima. I'm going down to Molokai first airport. Papa Hotel Mike Kilo. So let's go ahead and get that plugged in on our flight planner. So we are going from here, Bellows Air Force Base down in Makapu, and we are taking that to, I think this might be an island hop actually, PHMK. I don't want to pronounce that city. Corner or Kauna Kakai. That's a weird name. I'm terrible at pronunciations. I'm really bad at them. Right, VFR direct. Yep, it's a little island hop directly over the island. 36.5 miles to 37 miles if you round it. That's what Fly UK said. So by the looks of it, we're hopping over the island and then down into the airport. So that's pretty cool. Might get away with cruising at just 4,000 feet here today. I don't think we'll need anything more than that. Did I just delete the plan after doing it? Oh, what did I click there? Great. I clicked something and that's caused this. There you go. That's my saved flights. Something gone wrong there. Flight planner. Did I... No, I didn't delete it. Right, save that. I didn't save it, that's what it was. Or maybe I did, I don't know. Oh, it was that. It doesn't want to move. Yeah, I don't know. By the looks of it, we can't really select anything for takeoff. I think we should just go ahead and take this runway out straight away. Right, set this up to 4,000. Go flaps 1 ready. Start Flying Club flight on here. And how much fuel we got left? We've got 48% in the tank. Absolutely plenty. So let's get underway, guys, to Molokhai's, one of the first airports. Actually, one thing we should do. Let's get this plugged in here. XBEL to PHMK. And you should now see that on your overlay. Yes, 37 miles. Cool. By the looks of it, the altimeter is probably wrong because of how it's registering on there. There we go. 29907. And off we go again, I guess. And once I get going, I'll know which direction we're heading in. We will take, I think, that one would probably be the best, but I'm not taxiing all the way over there. Let's just take this one to the left of us here, and then we'll have a slight left turn out, I think. So that sounds good. Got almost no steering on this grass. In fact, what has happened to half my steering? I haven't got any. There we go. Actually, I'm going a bit quicker than I thought, I think. Right, let's pull up to the runway and get ourselves out of this airport. 19 minutes into the stream already. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right, let's park up on the runway. Oh, wait, that was... There you go. I accidentally turned off the flaps there. Are they still in the right setting? Yeah. That's flaps 0, then flaps 1. Cool. Yeah, so straight out here, then left turn to avoid that mountain out onto over the sea. So full power. Start the clock on my yoke, and underway we go. So there's 60 knots. $100 knots will rotate here. Way into the air. Right, gears coming up. And straight to the left. Don't want to come in anywhere near that mountain. Right. And once we reach about 115 knots, I'll retract the flaps. There we go. And there we go, everyone. We are underway. Now, we can't contact this airport yet, I don't believe. Nope, as we are more than 30 miles away, so we'll request flight following from one of the centres. Right, autopilot's coming on, altitude's coming on.
Request flight following. Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta. Adios, approach squawk 6453.
Go, set the squawk code, and this thing's now gonna get its that sorted out. Right.
Bravo Echo Lima
Altimeter 2997. That's set. Cool.
Copy.
And in about 6 miles time we'll get to contact our other airport. We may as well set navigation in place. I will turn it over to GPS. And there we go. So this thing's now going to follow GPS, but straight over the ocean, so absolutely no need to hand fly it around any terrain today for this flight. It should only take us about 10 minutes. This flight, 11 minutes. So pretty good. Shouldn't take us too long. I hope you guys like this VFR series. I actually really like doing it. It's something a little bit different on my channel. We do it once per week on a Wednesday afternoon. I do really like it. Once we finish this tour, I have got a couple of plans for what we're going to do. I've got one stream that I want to do as a break from the tours once we finish this tour. And if you guys can think of any others to suggest, please tell me. As I might do a couple of weeks away from these tours, so something a little bit different. I've got one planned, which obviously I will tell you guys when we do it. It won't be for another 6 weeks now until we do that, because this is week 4 of our tour, and it's a 9-week tour. I've got this planned over 9 streams, so alright, let's get this thing up to 4,000. Actually, what's our destination altitude? Because we could also just do 3,000. It's only at 400 feet. I don't think we've got any major terrain to get ourselves over. Nope. So let's just set 3,000 for now. We can set 4,000 if it gets a bit more crazy later on the terrain, but I think we're okay. So, you know, what's the point in wasting speed climbing? May as well just mash it up to 3,000 and then calm ourselves down at the earliest opportunity. So, passing 2,000 feet will be at 3,000 feet in the next minute or so. We are now 30 miles from our next airport, so we can contact them. Molokai, is this them? Yes. Papa Hotel Mike Kilo. Select them. They have a tower. Cool. Request full stop landing.
Molokai Tower, Beach, Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta is 30 miles west with Kilo to land. Beach, Oscar Echo
runway 5
Delta,
we've been given,
Molokai
which
Tower.
is pretty accurate with where we are now.
Runway 5.
Refresh the altimeter to 299 at 8. Yep.
Make left base runway 5.
Since we're already heading 100, we're heading 099er, so not too much of a turn for us. We haven't got any kind of ILS we can follow. Not really. We'll just stick with what we've been given. So, cool. They have a tower, so they're a decent sized airport, obviously, which is nice. This is leg number 10 now, the Hawaii tour. This stream is Hawaii tour legs 9 to 11. Legs 9, 10 and 11. Ground speed's doing okay. Let's wait until this thing gets up to full climb. Nice. So it should take us about 9 minutes right now. We will increase speed once we get up to well, cruise altitude. Not really sure if you can call it that. Obviously, we can't operate in clouds with VFR. This is why I'm so glad we managed to, you know, like, finish the Europe tour before we started doing the... before I bought Active Sky, because we would have had to disable Active Sky half the time. Because obviously, you can't be in the clouds with VFR flying. Saying that, I think we could still do it. We just have to do IFR flying. I could still book it as a VFR flight inside FSX, and I'd fly it like that. But I'd have to use our navigation instrument to get us through everything, although the terrain could be a bit of a challenge. Since this thing doesn't have a terrain radar or anything like that, we've got a GPS, but it's not exact. Right, I think we're at 3,000 now. Here we are. Increasing our speed quite decent, actually, so we'll back it off a little bit. Down to the number 95 on my... no, the number 75 on my yoke. It's not really on my throttle quadrant. It's not really 75%. It's a bit different to that. So about 7 minutes, as he's saying, it'll take us to get down there. And just look from the outside. Not bad. Take a quick screenshot. Also, next tour, I think we will be doing a switch of aircraft. I'm thinking about the... is it like the Mooney Bravo? Is that what it's called? I don't know. It's because I've looked at the cruise speed of it, and it's quite similar to this aircraft. Because obviously I was originally planning, you know, this is what I first started out doing when I was off stream doing VFR flying. I flew a Cessna 172, but it was just a bit slow. Like, its cruise speed was about 110 knots, and it took an age to get anywhere. But however, this thing can do 180 knots, which is a little bit quicker. I think the Looney, or the Mooney, I can't remember, can do about that speed as well at cruise. So I was thinking, you know, may as well change up the aircraft a little bit, because we have been flying this Baron for quite some time. I love the name of it, the Baron 58. It's a good name, definitely. There is also a Beechcraft special tour that they do out of the Beechcraft factory, and if we ever do that, we'll definitely fly this aircraft. There are more tours that Fly UK offer than I originally thought. There's tons, actually, so yeah, it'll take us a good bit of time to run out of them. And as I said, I would like to do some other ones that I dream up myself. Obviously, I have got some airports already in mind that I would love to fly into. I will have to test it on this game to see if, you know, like the airport's like in real life is what it's like in the game. But if I discover that you know, it's as it is in real life, I will definitely be flying into there once we finish this tour. So I'll reveal what that is in a bit. But you know, you guys won't find out what that is until, as I said, we've basically finished. I'm trying to move my yoke wire up a bit, but unfortunately I've got nothing to hold it down. Like, it keeps falling basically, and it's just a pain. Sadly though, I don't think we have anything to hold it in place. There. I have successfully done it. And we are 14 miles from our destination, so think about landing quite soon. Yeah, no terrain at all. Is that our airport? That looks like an airport, doesn't it? That looks like runway 5. Hopefully, you know, hopefully we don't get the wrong runway like when we flew into Honolulu a couple of weeks ago. That was last week actually. That was interesting, wasn't it? Also, got some very interesting streams planned this week. We are doing a stream on Sunday this week. It's the week where we do stream on Sunday. So this week, on Thursday, we are heading out of Krakow to Thessaloniki. I wasn't able to get any proper scenery for Krakow, any free scenery that worked, so but I have luckily found a setting within GSX that allows you to disable 2 small stands. Where it says, oh, this stand is too small, we won't service you. I found a way you can disable that option, so I'll do that, and we'll just run out the parking stands. And then so go from Krakow down to Thessaloniki, and then on Thursday we are flying. No, that is Thursday. Never mind. Saturday we are doing some Greek island hopping in an Aegean A319. Oh yeah, did forget to mention the Krakow to Thessaloniki will be a Ryanair 737. Let's get this down to 2,000 feet now, actually. So yeah, the Ryanair will be a Ryanair 737 to Thessaloniki from Krakow, then doing some Greek island hopping in the Aegean A319, going from Thessaloniki to Chios, maybe it's Chios, maybe that's how you pronounce it, I don't know, I'm not Greek. And then from there we're taking it down to Athens. So that's the first multi-stop stream, flight stream we've done in ages, because they are both quite short flights. It kind of says it really, Greek island hopping, you know. Obviously we did it a couple of months back now. We went from Athens to Corfu to Thessaloniki. I didn't really want to finish up in Athens. I would have wanted to do something a little bit different, but sadly, I mean, virtual Aegean, or the real Aegean even, only do flights really in and out of Thessaloniki and Athens. It's quite difficult to avoid those 2 airports, since we're already flying out of one. Oh well. There were some other stuff I could do, but it requires using a Dash 8, and I wanted to fly the Aerosoft Airbus. Right, I'm clear to land. Let's go ahead and knock out the autopilot. Please say we're landing on the right runway. This one here, I'm really hoping it is runway 5, this one. can I see? Like, I can't, but I should be able to tell actually if I do this. No. Is it, which view is it where I can view from the runway? There's one view where you can view from, maybe it won't let me access it from this camera. Oh well, whatever. We're heading over here now. Let's go ahead and decrease our speed a little bit. So then, yeah, after going to Athens, then we are going back to Canada and the US on Sunday morning. We are taking the 737-600. So, you know, flying into Juneau with the biggest 737, we're flying back out with Juneau with the smallest 737 available as part of the PMDG pack. WestJet 737-600 to be exact, going from Juneau down to Yellowknife. And then I've already got it planned actually, the week after that we'll then continue in the 737-600 down from Yellowknife into Edmonton, and from there at some point, I haven't got this planned totally, but from Edmonton we'll continue on into the US. So that's our plan, sort of. I don't know what we're going to do in Europe after the Great Iron Topping. I'll work it out after I finish my streams on Saturday and Sunday. Right, gears coming down now, and flaps coming down to 40 degrees, not 40 degrees, it's just, there's 2 flap settings on this aircraft, not 4, or 5 or 6 or however many. So this, I believe this is runway 5, right? Please say it's runway 5. If it isn't, it'll be a repeat of what's already happened once, and I'd rather it didn't happen again, really. I mean, if I look at my compass and find out it's wrong, then rip. But, you know, I don't think that other airport's runway, that other runway is runway 5, so I think it is actually. I think we're okay. I've redeemed myself for last time. Yeah, that wasn't great, was it? Yeah, runways, our heading is 050 or thereabouts, so it's the correct runway. Right, let's decrease this thing's speed actually, we are going a little quick. Although, however, we're not massively high like last time. Yay, runway 5, that number 5, signature number 5, showing that I haven't got it wrong. Right, come up to the runway. It looks like a decent little airport, this. These runways are vastly improved, though. They do look better. Oh, this thing is so shaky on landing. There we go. Oh, -138. Absolutely lovely. That landing in June, I watched it back. Oh, it was lovely. Even though we had a bit of a rocky approach, not bad. 14 minutes flight time there today. Not bad at all. Here we are down in Molokai. We have ground on a separate frequency. That's, whoa! I forgot because I switched between spot and lock spot. It does mess the camera up a bit. Right, park up here. Close to access to park. I'm guessing the parking gates are in here, yeah? No air traffic in this airport. So given our taxi clearance, yeah, I thought it would be in here. Nice looking airport. This is that smoke, I see. No, it's not smoke, it's a road. That wasn't great. I'm surprised that they've got everything on a separate frequency, and it's a fairly big airport, got a terminal and everything, and you know, there's no planes currently on the ground here. I don't know whether they fly here at other times. I'll have to check the World of AI website for that, which I will definitely do later, because I'm be very interested in it. Right, let's taxi ourselves in here. Not bad, 14 minutes flying time, 35 minutes into the stream, so I'm really glad we decided to do 3 legs today. If we'd only done 2 legs, it really wouldn't have been enough, so that's nice. Right, park it up. And we've actually got a parking stand unlike the last flight. So there you go, all engines are off. Go ahead and finish recording on here. Cool, flew 39 miles in the end, lovely. And get taxi takeoff ready for when we do actually take off. So next up, we're going to the other airport in Molokai. It's got a different name, obviously, presumably. So go ahead and file that now, and then we can go underway for our next flight. So Molokai in Kaunakaki, I don't know. I'm terrible at it. PHMK to Papa Hotel Lima Uniform, PHLU. Kowlow Papa Airport. So that's where we are going now. Should be about a 10-mile journey. Yeah, it looks quite short, doesn't it? No terrain or anything of the sort. Yeah, oh, it's 8 miles. It's only 8 miles, even shorter. So, teeny flight. Oh no, I click move. I click move my aircraft by mistake. Don't. Let's move myself back. Move myself back. That was a bit of an oopsie, wasn't it? Right, was it ramp 2, maybe? Did the Homer Simpson dolt, man? A signature Homer Simpson. Game. I told you to load me in at one of the stands, or whatever. Right, I'll fix it myself. Go to airport. Right, please work now. It's not the right stand, but you know what? I want to get it to be the right stand. Right, this is 2, 3, 4. Stand 4. I'm going off the assumption that they are logically planned. Please say they are. Yes, they are. I'll just... Really? It must be number 5 then. Why are they so illogically planned? I don't know why I want to be at the same stand, by the way. I just do. Yes, we got it right now. Finally, we are back where we should have been absolutely ages ago. Got 43% fuel in the tank, so... Okay, we'll set 3,000. I don't even think we'll reach 3,000 at this rate. It's only 7 miles, 7.2 miles, so it's nothing. Go ahead and go into bean overlay. Let's go ahead and get our information into here. PHLU, yes. Cool. Everything is all plugged in. Go ahead and start Flying Club Flight. And let's get on our way today. Weather's looking okay. Weather hasn't really been much of a concern ever here with this. For some reason, yeah, Active Sky isn't picking up our new flight plan. Maybe it will when we start moving anyway. Right, altitude, get the arms. Flaps 1. Everything's all set up, ready to go. So we'll go ahead and start pushing ourselves back. Go straight out departure.
Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta. Request taxi for straight out departure with hotel. Beach Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta. Taxi to and hold short of runway 5 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 125.7 when ready.
Cool, got taxi clearance.
Runway 5.
Go ahead and turn it on. Taxi all the way down there actually, so quite a long taxi. And we will stop that there. Right, on our way to the next airport. The taxi will literally be longer than the flight. That's how crazy it is. Right, underway here. Hope everyone is enjoying the stream. Everyone who has tuned in. Decent taxi speed at the moment, not bad. Cool. And yeah, so the stream should end up being about 45-50 minutes, which is, you know, pretty much what we should get out of the VFR flying streams, what we want, so not bad at all. Such a short flight this, 7 miles, it's just nuts. So heading down the taxiway now, all the way down to the end. I doubt this thing needs the full length of the runway, but however, it probably wouldn't be able to do it from there, so sadly we have to go all the way to the end. Quite a long taxi. Not too bad though. Not too bad at all, really. So coming up now, we'll tune tower frequency. I'm so surprised that they have a separate tower to ground. Normally these small airports have the same frequency for both of them. I mean, even airports like Liverpool have the same frequency. So I'm really surprised. Right, request takeoff clearance VFR.
Molokai Tower, beach.
I reckon we'll be hopefully be cleared straight out.
Ready for straight out departure at runway 5. Beach Oscar.
Yeah, cleared straight out, so...
Takeoff, runway 5. Straight out departure. Approved.
Set our squawk, make sure it's accurate.
Mike Alpha Delta.
Press B. Great that about FSX. Just press B and it'll set the squawk code for you, which is quite helpful. No, not the squawk code, the altimeter. Why do I keep saying squawk code? Just press B and it sets the altimeter. It's quite handy. Right, full power. Let's get out of here, guys. Start the clock. Should be a very short flight. This 7-8 miles tops. So pretty nice. Right. Oh, being blown around a little bit here. There's no way to tell how strong the winds are on here, but whoa, I'm feeling it. Right, off we go. Gears coming up. And about 115 knots. Right, let's try and get the vertical speed under control. Cool, it's actually straight ahead from here actually, so cool. We'll just set an altitude of 2000 and head straight there with the autopilot. Flaps coming in. Why is the autopilot messing this up so badly? The autopilot always does this. It finds it very difficult to head into a proper vertical speed. Hello, autopilot. Why are you trying to go down? Thank you, autopilot, for eventually being sensible. Right, there we go. This thing's finally on its way to 2,000 feet. Not really sure it knows what it's doing, but whatever. We'll try and maintain just this track here. It's literally 6 miles straight on from here, so shouldn't be anything to really worry about here. Right, we're leaving frequency. We'll join the next frequency pretty much straight away. So number 2, and then PHLU at number 2. They have traffic. Select runway for landing. Runway 5. Oh, they have a runway 5. That's cool. We can just cruise at this. There you go. I see our runway. That is cool. They're literally just like right there. Okay. I don't know why we even bothered with autopilot on this leg. Actually, I mean, like literally, they're just there. Like just there. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Like we're on final. We're already on final. That's just silly. That's really silly. That is the shortest flight I think we're ever going to do. It's even shorter than the flight between that other airport and Honolulu last time. Where was it? It was Kapolei and Honolulu. This one's even shorter than that. It's nuts. Straight up, straight down. Couldn't even get to 1,500 feet. That's how short that was. Actually, maybe we did get to 1,500 looking at that, but we did take off from like 900 feet thinking about it. Which is how we've ended up so high. Because this thing is like below the rest of the land. The rest of the land is up on these cliffs, and for whatever reason, this small bit of land is like really apart from them. Right, flaps full, gear down. Hopefully we can slow this thing down. We're a little bit quick, but luckily we aren't slowing down quite a bit. Oh, we might struggle to stop here. I'm going a little bit too quickly, although we have got our speed down nicely. Down to below 130 knots now, so hopefully we're okay. Yep, might be a bit rough. Right, here you go, just rough. I want to just stop now. I really don't. That's why I'm pushing the yoke down to try and get it stopped. Oh no, we're not going to stop. Oh, just maybe 3.5 minutes there. Oh, I thought we were going a bit too quick. That's why I pushed us into the ground, and I'm glad I did that. Otherwise we probably would have gone through the fence. That's the thing. Luckily we didn't go through the fence, so it's okay. What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? That was a bit rough, but you know, a bit quick maybe. You can see though, this is where we took off, and then literally straight after the runway there's that massive cliff. And for whatever reason, look, this whole bit of this community is like much lower than the rest of the island. Right, I'm taxiing quite quickly here along the runway, so we could just get off of it. Right, we've cleared the runway. That's a bit nuts, really. Got ourselves slowed down, vacate to the left, and there we go. There we are. So here's our 2 gates at this airport. Not much, is it? Yeah, I don't know. That was a bit nuts, really. Possibly a bit crazy. That landing, a little bit rough. Obviously, I just wanted to get it down at that point. Because if we really, tried for a good landing, we would have just overrun even more than we already did. So, yeah, it's a combination of a short runway and the fact I was a bit too quick coming in. Right, parking brakes coming on. They go down, go the engines. Go ahead and get rid of this. And there we go, guys. That is the 3rd leg completed of today's stream. That's leg 11 completed of the Hawaii tour. Cool. Right, let's get inside the cockpit. Get all these guys off. Cool. That is us on the ground. Yeah, 3.5 minutes flight time. That's nuts. And there we go. That is us on the ground. Right, let's go ahead and get rid of Active Sky now. Don't need you. Active Sky still didn't refresh with the new flight plan. Okay. And that is it. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's stream. I hope you really enjoyed it. Next time we are doing... Right, are we doing 3 flights next stream? Yes, we are. We are doing legs 12, 13, and 14. I've wrote myself a note. PHJH isn't the code of the airport inside FSX. It's got a different name. I have wrote it down so that won't trick us. So we're going from Molokai to Lanai, Lanai to Lahania, Kapalua. I don't know, I'm really terrible at these pronunciations. And then from there onwards to Kahalui. I don't know. So 3 legs. We've got a 25 miler, a 20 miler, and a 15 miler. So that actually might be quite a long stream next time out. A little bit longer than usual. They're all 25 mile hops. So on average, they're 20 miles. Although on average, I'd say today's streams were probably about 20, 15. I don't know, who knows. But anyway, that is that. We're now at the halfway mark of this tour. We've done 11 legs, got 11 to go. Well, yeah, is it 11 to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yes. I couldn't quite remember. Yeah, 22 and 11, I was just making sure I hadn't made some silly error. But there we go. 22 legs, done 11 of them. That's half done. So, I hope you guys really enjoyed today. I love doing these streams. It's a fun thing to do on a Wednesday evening. That is for certain. Right, let's go ahead and get this up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next stream on Thursday afternoon, 1:30 p.m. We are taking the Ryanair 737-800 between Krakow and Thessaloniki. Should be absolutely great. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's stream. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.